Hey guys, welcome back to the movie summary. Beginning of the movie, we see a 40-year-old lady named Sandy. She has 2 children and she is a housewife. Sandy is very happy with her husband with her children. One day Sandy is watching a video of her son's birthday party. In that video, her husband is having an affair with a girl named Molly. So she gets very sad and divorces her husband, then she shifts to New York City with her children. There she rents a house and also takes care of her job. One day Sandy goes to a cafe with her children. There he meets a 25-year-old boy named Aram. Aram also had a breakup a few days ago. Sandy and Aram's lives are no longer happy. Sandy joins a self-defense academy. There she sees Aram again. He is a well-educated man who is unable to find any job, so he does these part-time jobs for money. That academy coach calls Sandy and tells that you to take out all the anger inside you on this person. Then she remembers her husband and scolds Aram. Then she beats him. Next day she goes to Aram cafe. And also she says sorry to Aram about what happened yesterday. She asks him if you will be a babysitter for my child, and he says yes. So Aram goes to Sandy's house for babysitting. Night she goes on a date with a guy. He behaves very strangely with Sandy, which makes her feel uncomfortable. Aram on the other hand gets along well with children. Sandy is having trouble with the man. However, somehow she escapes from that person and comes home. Aram puts her children to bed when she comes home and asks her how the date went. Sandy says that, "This date is the worst date in my life." Next day morning while in Aram cafe, Sandy's children come and say that my mother is dead. Hearing this, he immediately goes to their house to see. Actually, she didn't die, she was drunk. Now Sandy's life is getting better little by little. She also got a promotion in the office. And she tells this to Aram, also offers him to be a permanent babysitter. Aram's parents don't like the jobs he is doing because he is well educated. They don't like their son doing a babysitting job. So they tell him to get a job in a good company. Aram gives interviews in good companies for his parents. As time goes by, those children become very close to Aram. Sandy's friends understand that Sandy likes Aram. On the other hand, Aram is not very interested in any girls. Because he likes being with Sandy and her kids. One day Sandy gives the boxing match tickets to Aram and says that you should go to that match with your friend. All his friends are busy, so he asks Sandy to come with him to the match. She also says okay to that. And then they both go to watch the match. Both of them enjoy watching the match. Just then a company CEO comes there and says congratulations Aram, you got a job in our company. Sandy is shocked to hear this. Then Aram tells her that I attended interviews for my parents. But he likes babysitting, so he rejects the job offer. He says with Sandy, for the first time in my life I have found satisfaction in this job, and I am very happy to be with you. Just then a boxer comes and falls on Aram. Then he gets beaten up. Sandy brings Aram home and says take rest here. Just then Sandy's ex-husband comes there and sees Aram. He argues with Sandy that we should get back together. Moreover, he says to Aram that you should go outside. But he will be there and tells Sandy to take all your anger out on him. But she is unable to scold her ex-husband. Then Aram repeats the words of how Sandy scolded him in the defense class. Hearing those words, she gets courage and scolds her ex-husband, then her ex-husband goes from there. After that she says with Aram, we will have a date tomorrow. Next day morning he tells this to his friend. Hearing this his friend gets upset because his performance is on the night stage that day. He wants Aram see his performance. Aram doesn't want to hurt his friend and comes to the show with Sandy. After the show, they go to a party and enjoy together. Now both of them are very close. Meanwhile, Aram's ex-girlfriend comes there and tells him that I want to be with you. Then he ignores her and goes to Sandy. After coming home they both spending private time together. Just then Sandy's son Frank sees them. Next day Aram tells the kids about his relationship with Sandy. On the other hand, Sandy tells her friends about her relationship. She is very happy and also feels a little strange because Aram is younger and has fallen in love with the babysitter. Next day Aram brings Sandy and her kids to introduce to his parents. There, Sandy realizes that her parents did not like their relationship. She doesn't care much about that, but it is true that there is a huge age gap between them. Sandy's friends make fun of her on this matter. Sandy also thinks that I am ruining Aram's life. Next day she is very dull in office. After coming home, she comes to know that she is now pregnant and she tells this to Aram. Aram is shocked to hear this. After few minutes he gets very happy. The next day they go to the hospital for a checkup. There the doctor confirms that Sandy is pregnant. But he says that she has not delivered the baby. Because she is very old. Sandy is very sad to hear this. After coming out, Sandy says to Aram that my age is very high and our relationship will not go forward. Let's break up, and leaves. After a few days, they both get separated completely. Aram leaves his babysitting job and starts traveling to other countries. Still he can't forget Sandy and her children. On the other hand, Sandy is happy spending time with her children. And now she has got another promotion too. 5 years pass like this. Now Sandy will be a good reporter. Aram travels different countries and he teaches children there. Aram gets proposals from many girls, but he does not accept a proposal. Later we see Sandy with her children in a restaurant. Just then Aram also comes there. They are very happy to meet each other. A boy also comes with Aram. He tells Sandy that he adopted this boy a few years ago. Now Sandy understands that Aram is still single. They continue the relationship again, and now they are very happy. This movie ends like this.